Now we'll show you how to integrate shapes inside of a layout. So we'll pop some text on from our Word document, just like so. And there you go. And within here now, let's just copy the elements so that way we could just have text on both sides so you can see how to separate content. Yes, granted, it's the same text, but it's just for the example anyway. So let's scale this now to look about the same. And we'll go to Insert, over on the top, Insert Horizontal Rule. And there's our horizontal rule. Drops onto the page as an element. And then we can hit the handle on the bottom right-hand corner of the element, scale it to the right. Now we've got ourselves a line to separate content, etc. Then we can go into the Edit Styles once it's selected. You notice the line is selected, and we can go in now and change the actual line color. Notice works just like text. And so there's our line color change into red. Now let's go a little further now and do a vertical line this time instead of horizontal. And you'll notice it drops on to the canvas just like an image, and you can scale it to the size that you need, and you'll notice suddenly now that everything is really coming together. We've got the separate content and so on. So let's match the color of red for the line color. Very simple to do. And as you can see, it really just kind of dresses up the content really well. And you can scale that line exactly the size that you need it, and so on. Good. So let's delete these now. We'll click on each one and delete them, and I'll show you another way of doing this. And I do this often by putting in actual rectangles around content. And so here's the rectangle. Now we'll put it in place. And notice it's over the text, so I have to hit the Shift icon to send it backwards, right? And I'll scale the text just a bit to fit into that rectangle. There you are. And let's go ahead and go over and copy the rectangle real quick, just like so. So that way, and it's already sized, right? So it's super fast to do that. And we'll send the arrow to send it backwards. And suddenly now we have content separated into boxes all together, which is pretty cool. So let's click on one of these rectangles now and go to the Edit Styles. And once I hit Edit Styles now, I can go into things like background color and lines and so on. But for right now, let's choose like a, yeah, that's good, like a gray, just so that you could see the distinction between the two. And we'll go Edit Styles on the other one now, and we'll choose a lighter gray. So that way you could see the difference. As you can see, it's pretty easy to set backgrounds for your rectangles. We'll go into Edit Styles now, and let's change that up a bit. Give it something a little different. Yeah, like a red. Yeah, that'll work. That's perfect. Okay, so now let's go a little further now. Go back to Edit Styles again on that same box, and this time we're going to choose the line color. And so let's choose a different color. You'll notice it changes completely when you just click on it to move it, right? And you'll see the background color change. And notice now the border is now red. So you can change the background and the border as well, right? So let's go back in there now, make a couple more adjustments, and this time what we'll do is we'll select how thick the border will be. Notice what I'm doing here, putting zeros in right and bottom. How cool that is, right? So now you can select where those borders are going to be on your rectangle, which is cool. And so let's follow the same thing here. So we'll say 3 on this one, and the bottom will say 3 and 0, 0. There you go. So at least you can see the difference between the two. And let's change it now to like a different color than what it is. And it looks about the same right there. So there you go. How simple it is to put borders and lines around your content.